Right, you're listening to Radio Afric-Aye. It's just a beautiful day today. It's Friday. And we've got a wonderful man from Whitby, Mackie. He's a singer-songwriter and a guitar player. Traveled from Whitby to come and see us here in Middlesbrough, where our studio is based. We're very pleased to have Mackie. Hi, Mackie.
Hey there.
Right, how did you travel from Whitby? How was it?
It was alright, yeah. It's the second time I've driven to Middlesbrough. I only got a car a couple of weeks ago.
Right. Is by train? Is it by train that you came on?
No, car. I drove.
Right.
Yeah. I've only just got a car, so.
And so we are not busy like in London where there's a lot of traffic and all this, so easily you got it there.
Yeah.
Right. I saw you got a beautiful guitar. It's an acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
Right. Tell us, Mackie, when did you start music actually?
I think it was actually when I moved to Whitby.
Right.
I'd have been about 7 or 8 years old, and the first guy I met happened to have a few guitars, so he showed me a couple of chords. Then I just went on and taught myself from there.
Right. So you taught yourself guitar.
Yeah.
Kind of a genius man, isn't it?
I don't know. I picked up a few bad habits along the way.
Right. That's the way it goes anyway.
Yeah, that's it.
It starts from generating yourself,
Yeah.
inspiring yourself,
Yeah.
and developing from there.
That's it, yeah.
Sound very good because I heard you playing. I was attending the weekend of music pod and I saw you playing acoustic. It was just lovely. I was amazed. And that's the reason I invited you to come over and we can have a chat at Radio Afric-Aye,
Yeah.
which is a beautiful place established so that we can promote musicians like you and many, many, many. Right. So now you're going to play us the song. You've got Let You Fall, Venture to the Unknown, Fly, Fairy Tale, and then goes on. Which one you want to start with?
I think we'll start with Let You Fall.
Let You Fall.
Yeah.
Here we go. Mackie playing Let You Fall. Mackie, take it.
Well, I don't wanna let you fall again. I'm reaching out my hand, well, you're not taking it, my friend. And I've seen this too many times before. You're closing off your door, you won't let anybody in. The ground is falling from your feet. It's clear but you can't see. Well, you're not listening to me. You've gotta hear it from yourself, no, not from anybody else. You've gotta wake up from your sleep. Well, I don't wanna let you fall again. I'm reaching out my hand, well, you're not taking it, my friend. And I've seen this too many times before. You're closing off your door, you won't let anybody in. Well, you're not fooling this, I know. So please don't put it on for show. Need you back here, don't let go. I know you're aching all the time, in your body and your mind. Why can't you pass it on to mine? Well, I don't wanna let you fall again. I'm reaching out my hand, well, you're not taking it, my friend. And I've seen this too many times before. You're closing off your door, you won't let anybody in.
Wow. That's beautiful. Sound beautiful. Let You Fall by Mackie. It was just marvelous.
Thank you.
Sound good. Now, tell me, 7 years old, picking up the guitar and loving it.
Yeah, well, basically what happened when I moved to Whitby, I went out exploring. I found a field just near my house, and there were two guys on it. One was a year younger than me, and one was a year older than me.
Right.
I started playing with them, putting bits of grass in bottles of water and making medicine. And then these two had a massive falling out, and they like just like walked away from each other. And these were the first two people I'd met.
Right.
And I had to
First
choose.
Friends, yes.
Yeah, that's it. And I had to choose which one I was going to go with. It was either going to be the really intelligent one, who knew he was really intelligent, or the normal guy with a really normal haircut. So obviously I went with the guy with the really normal haircut, who turned out to be a really good guitarist.
Yeah.
And,
all right. See the guy there. So it's like a path formed from there itself.
If I'd have gone with the other bloke, I'd have never picked up a guitar.
Maybe you could end up being a scientist.
That's it. Yeah.
You never know, or a filmmaker or whatever. But you went to the guitar side.
That's it. Hopefully, if he ends up listening to this, he might be wanting some royalties or something. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. It's true. That's true. So now, because we're talking about you as a 7 years old, having your own adventure around, and then find out the heaven, because everything is possible by the heaven.
Yeah.
The reason is that we're living in a world that we don't know where we're going.
No, that's right.
So it's very adventurous.
Yeah.
That's the reason you sitting there had an idea from time that you build up on your guitar. Say, I'm going to write a song called Adventure on the Unknown. Are you ready to play it for the audience or the listeners to listen to it? Yeah. Sound good? I can see you there tuning your guitar, so waiting for the right tune to come up.
Sorry, it won't take long.
To remind my listeners that they're listening to Radio Afric-Aye, and today is Friday, the 4th of November 2016, and we are having our friend from Whitby, Mackie. Now, please, they want to listen to this adventure of yours to unknown, a path from 7 years old, choosing the road of guitar, and then going to unknown now.
That's it.
Please, it's yours.
I sit at home, looking through the window pane. Though I don't know why, 'cause it always stays the same. Maybe it's my hopeful nature that says it's gonna change. There's something calling me. Why do I find so hard to stay? Well, I'm just waiting for what I don't know. Well, I'm just waiting to let go. The gate was open. Would you go? Would you choose safe monotony, or would you choose to grow? The universe is infinite, or so we're told. So let's explore a little bit and it as our own. I would come with you where I don't know. I'm just waiting to let go. I step outside, my first choice is which way to go. Do I choose somewhere new, or do I go the way I know? One thing about him's wondering, the destination is a no. What we learn along the way that keeps us going strong. Well, I'm just waiting for what I don't know. Well, I'm just waiting to let go. It goes open. Would you go? Would you choose safe monotony, or would you choose to grow? The universe is infinite, or so we're told. So let's explore a little bit, claim it as our own. I would come with you where it's hard to go. I would come with you, a venture to the unknown.
Beautiful. It's beautiful just to sit there listening to a singer-songwriter, a guitar player playing beautiful tune. Sound beautiful. Adventure to unknown.
Yeah.
It's a journey that you have chosen.
Yeah, well, I mean, the point is, I suppose, I've not chosen the journey yet. I've just chosen that I'm going to go on it. Nobody knows where they're going to go. That's the point. Aimless wandering. Just keep going.
That's true.
You know, I mean, if I hadn't have turned up at Musicport and been there at that time,
right,
when you happened to be walking past,
yeah,
you wouldn't have heard me. I wouldn't have been here. So
exactly.
You know, we can make enough choices. We can do our best to choose, but you know. Mm-hmm. A lot of it's by chance as well. So
that's true. That's the reason I'll come with a question. How is that part of the world supporting you playing your music? How do you find it?
Whitby,
you as a singer-songwriter, guitar player.
Whitby is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, even before I knew about Musicport, you know, it was great. People were just really supportive. There's a lot of music going about. But once I met Jim and Sue from Musicport, as soon as I met them, they've supported me so much, and through that I've met tons and tons of beautiful people from all over the country, all over the world.
Exactly, because in Whitby there's a lot of things happening. There's a lot of festival. Yeah. So mentioning like the Musicport. Yeah. Apart from Musicport, there's other.
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff going on, really. You know, I mean, you've got your sort of standard like 60s weekends and all that, but it's, I don't know, you can't really guarantee who you're going to bump into when. You know, it's just an absolute cultural hub of a town. You know, it just attracts people from everywhere.
Yes, and it's very touristic place, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the folk week, that's a great one as well. You know, because it's not just folk.
Yeah, you're right. So now you are ready, isn't it? You are ready because I think you have absorbed or quite a lot of experience experienced through this journey. We're no longer talking about the 7 years old who bumped to two friends who didn't make it up and then have to make a choice. But now you are a full-made singer-songwriter and guitar player.
Yeah.
And now you've got a time now and you start putting your music forward now to the world. Just like I heard you that day at the music port, it was just beautiful. So you are ready to fly, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So how are you going to fly? Are you going to take a plane or are you going to fly with your own wings, with your own music? Tell us about flying.
Yeah, well, yeah.
How do you write this song?
Right. This song evolved from Folk Week. There's a guy that I met. He was a homeless guy.
Right.
But that was through choice, not through necessity. He didn't like four walls.
Okay.
I spent the whole week with him. He was a massive influence. He was a beautiful, beautiful man. Just a really great, caring soul.
Right.
With a bit of a history, but, you know. So I wrote the first verse one year, and then the next year, the year after.
Sorry for that, man.
It's fine. But yeah, I wrote sort of the second verse after that.
Yeah. Carry on. Yeah.
And
that's why I had to hear more from here. Yes.
Right. Yeah. So I wrote the second verse after that. I was quite young when I wrote it. It was maybe 16 at the first verse. So by the time I wrote the second verse, I was 17. And a lot had happened in that year.
Exactly.
So
yes.
I think that I'd sort of matured.
Yes.
You know. So it's kind of hope it sort of shows that through.
So
the song.
you are telling us now you are ready to fly, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Can you fly now, please?
Definitely, I'm going to fly.
Reminding you that you are listening to Radio Afric-Aye. Voila! So we've got Mackie who's gonna give us beautiful track, Fly.
Well, I've told you once, I've told you twice, but no one's listening. I've told you all 1,000 times, but nothing's sinking in. I base my own opinions on what my eyes can see. There ain't no one in this world can start a war with me. Well, I will fly. I will fly, I will fly, I will fly, I will fly. No, I may die. I'll still fly, I'll still fly, I'll still fly, I'll still fly, I will fly. Well, I'm still only a young lad if my age is all you see. But I've lived so much in this one short life, I bet you won't believe. Well, I've met so many people and I've heard many a story. The key to life is if you try, you know you can succeed. Well, I will fly. I will fly, I will fly, I will fly, I will fly. No, I may die. I'll still fly, I'll still fly, I'll still fly, I'll still fly. I will fly, I will fly, I will fly, I will fly, And no, I may die. I'll still fly, I'll still fly, I'll still fly, I'll still fly, I will fly.
Wow. Just amazed. Beautiful. You're listening to Radio Afric-Aye, and we've got Mackie, singer-songwriter, composer, obviously, because all the tracks that you'll be listening here is all given birth by Mackie himself. Beautiful. So now we're talking about flying. You have to have plans, isn't it? You have to have plans means seeing where you're going. You have decided to fly.
Got to have ambition, I think.
Voila.
Confidence.
We're talking about ambitions, having your confidence, which you have built through the years anyway. I can see you there. Just brilliant. Tell us something for the future, plans, coming up with something, because that's what the audience will be listening, will be waiting for the few days, years to come. They want to have something from you.
Well,
what's the plans?
The plans, well, I'm hoping. I've got a couple of potential festival appearances coming up next year.
Right.
And I'm hoping from then I sort of like be able to sort of, network and get more and more. I love playing live music. I mean, there's obviously selling CDs and stuff. That's great. Recording CDs, it's really fun. And I suppose it's sort of a necessity to keep it going because you have to have some sort of income from it.
It truly is.
But the playing live is amazing. So I just really want to get myself around any festival, anywhere, and just play for like half an hour on an acoustic stage or stood on top of a table in the bar or something,
Truly, actually that's what we're doing anyway. So the reason is for us getting today together is for us to gather what we can project. Means that what we can give to the others to listen to you, to know you, that you are there and preparing very soon to give them something beautiful. So mention about playing live, which is beautiful. But what about the plans did you got a plan to record some material?
That's right. So
things that we're gonna have visible, tangible.
So all of these songs that I've been playing here so far are going to be on a CD. I'm going to start recording that as soon as, and I've got a couple more songs in the working, and I'm hoping they'll be finished in time to make it onto that CD.
Right. So if we want to ask when can we expect you coming to the market, where we can start, when we go on the shelves looking for, we want to see Mackie, where is he?
Well,
when is the plan?
As soon as possible, I would say. I'm gonna set myself a target for definitely starting the recording in basically before January.
Right, so next year.
And it shouldn't take long because there's only going to be a few songs. There's only going to be me on it.
Exactly.
So it should be.
All
good.
right. So you're not kind of like playing with anybody. So everything to be recorded, it to just be you on your guitar and your singing and other things. You could not involve any other composers or arrangers or other, kind of like conjoints.
That's something that I would love to do.
Right.
I would love to do that. And there have been a few people I've met who have said that they'd be keen to do the same thing. But I think first I'd really like to get these songs
first
out there.
Yes.
So people have an idea of what I'm about, and they can, and they can take it from there. And then, collaborations. I absolutely love playing with other people.
You're right.
The first time you play with someone and it just gels like that, it's amazing. It's no better
that's what you need, collaborations and joint programs. But like you're saying, first you just want to sell what is your first one. So you want to give your colors, your own beauty. That beautiful picture of yourself. When you dream about yourself playing guitar, that's what you want to give.
That's it.
That little fairy tale thinking of yourself, isn't it? Yeah. So, so you're talking about fairy tales. Dreaming beautiful, presenting yourself first to the world. Fairy tale. Tell us about fairy tale.
Right. Okay. So obviously we were all taught these fairy tales when we were younger, and they sort of give a really, really nice, positive outlook. They give you a lot of confidence as to what's going to happen.
Exactly. Yes.
Unfortunately, you hit a few speed bumps along the way. You find out that they weren't really all they were cracked up to be.
That's the way it is.
And
to give you a little bit.
Sort of seeing the world through rose-tinted glasses, and then someone comes over and punches them off your face, and you sort of see. Okay.
The balance of things. Yes.
Maybe they weren't exactly true.
And
that's what this song's about.
Right. So we're ready.
I'm ready.
They're ready. People of Radio Afric-Aye, we're having Mackie. Fairy tale.
Well, I'm just not in the mood for playing these silly games. The princess was never up high in the tower, the dragon will never be slain. So throw down your long luscious hair, or Rapunzel, I'll save the day. Or why not just tie it yourself to the bedpost and climb down yourself right away? Oh, remember when you were young? all the stories easier when you're older. This fairy tale love that you're after seems as easy as spinning gold. So let's start from the very first chapter, see how the story truly unfolds. Well, Snow White, we all heard that you ate an apple today, then passed out in a house full of 7 tiny little men. Well, what kind of apples were they? Oh, in burst the handsome message of the effects of some sort of class A. Oh, well, I'm just not in the mood for playing these silly games. The princess was never up high in the tower, the dragon will never be slain. So throw down your long luscious hair, Rapunzel, I'll save the day. Or why not just tie it yourself to the bedpost and climb down yourself right away? Oh, Cinderella, you cook and you clean all day. For your evil old stepmom and her 2 ugly daughters, they leave you no time for playing. Well, in comes your love pop before the clock strikes midnight, or to a pumpkin your carriage will change. But to be honest, that's better service than you get from most taxis. You got no blooming need to complain. Oh, well, I'm just not in the mood for playing these silly games. The princess was never up high in the tower, the dragon will never be slain. So throw down your long luscious hair, Rapunzel, I'll save the day. Or why not just tie it yourself to the bedpost and climb down yourself right away? Oh, fairy tales are rubbish.
Oh, you made my day, man.
Cheers.
It's beautiful. You got a future, man.
I hope so.
Sound beautiful. Your tracks is just fresh, man. The style of your writing is just beautiful. It's something new. Hope all we're gonna love it anyway. You coming to the market, we're gonna love it. Sound very beautiful. It was fairy tale. Tell me something.
Yeah.
What is the magic you've got to write songs? Secret. You got secret.
Secret.
Reveal it to the world before you can enter the room.
I don't know. It's a really difficult one. Do you know? It's
what makes you to write songs?
I think you just get a sudden spark of inspiration. I think you know you can try so hard to write a song, and you can try too hard sometimes to write a song.
Yeah.
And if you're not feeling what that song's supposed to convey at that time, then you're not going to write that song.
That's true.
You know, I used to find it really difficult. I still do find it really difficult to write happy songs.
Right.
Because when you're feeling happy and you're in a really good mood, then you're sort of more inclined to just carry on doing whatever you're doing that's making you happy.
Exactly.
You know?
Yes. Yeah.
And you don't sort of want to stop doing that, to sit down and go, all right, hang on, I'm going to write a song about this.
Yeah.
Maybe other people do, but for me, I feel it's a lot easier to write sort of.
So what we're saying there is very magic, isn't it? Songs comes only when
they're ready, I think.
Right. Especially what time in your mood.
I'm a bit of a procrastinator really sometimes.
Right.
And I sort of say I'm going to do something, and I say I'm going to sit down, and I'll pick up a guitar, and I'll just play. I will just play, and I'll come up with all sorts of stuff.
Yes.
But I'll never actually turn half of it into a song. I'll just sort of like have a little jam.
Right.
But now and again, something just goes, and it's there, and I can't shake it. And then so I just carry on in that sort of vein, you know. I couldn't really say what mood you have to be in to write a song. I couldn't really say. Everybody's different, and I think everyone should develop their own style.
If you want to call yourself as a writer, as a music writer, as a songwriter, as a composer, if you want to give yourself a title among the knights as a writer, who are you going to call yourself? You know, when we were young, if we were watching movie, we always pick up. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in this field of composing, who are you?
Who am I? I'm just Mackie. Just Mackie.
Because if it goes to stars, people will say, I'm Harris. The others, they say, I'm a Cancer. The others, they will say, did you get my point?
Yeah.
So who are you in writing music?
Just Mackie.
So
open
there's
and
no
honest.
There's no beautiful image behind it. That Mackie who writes songs. Who is he?
I like to think that I'm very bad at talking about it. I think it comes through more in my music. I'm more open through my music, through my songs. I think I sort of expose myself more within them than I do talking, and that's just because, you know, I struggle to express myself in conversation.
Okay.
I can't find words sometimes, or I just babble on and talk absolute nonsense and
Right.
skirt around the question.
Until the music comes.
But the music is always honest. It's always open.
Truly
It's from there, so you can't hide what you're feeling when you're writing.
Thank you very much.
So I think that's how I'd like to.
Beautiful. That's what I wanted you to reveal.
Yeah, yeah.
So we go with all these tricks a little bit around to ask each other how we feel when the music is made.
Yeah.
Who are we at that time? It's very, very important because that's what inspires you.
Yeah.
We want to know which kind of the writer you are, where you always hide when you feel about the music, what time, which kind of person comes in you at that time for you to write songs. And it's beautiful. So now, we're talking about possibly, can you give us encore on Let You Fall? Is that okay? Because technically, I want to have it more.
Right.
Let You Fall. Is that possible? You can do it again one more time
yeah,
for
that's
us,
fine.
please.
Yeah.
Okay, if you don't mind,
right,
please
okay.
give us one more time, Let You Fall. Good people of Radio Afric-Aye, Mackie, singer-songwriter, music composer, and guitarist from Whitby. And we requested him to give us one encore before he can go to do the last one, which will be an instrumental one. We want him to repeat again, Let You Fall. Mackie, take it.
Well, I don't wanna let you fall again. I'm reaching out my hand, well, you're not taking it, my friend. And I've seen this too many times before. You're closing off your door, you won't let anybody in. The ground is falling from your feet. It's clear but you can't see, but you're not listening to me. You've gotta hear it from yourself, no, not from anybody else. You've gotta wake up from your sleep. Well, I don't wanna let you fall again. I'm reaching out my hand, well, you're not taking it, my friend. And I've seen this too many times before. You're closing off your door, you won't let anybody in. Well, you're not fooling this, I know. So please don't put it on for show. Need you back here, don't let go. I know you're aching all the time, in your body and your mind. Why can't you pass it on to mine? Well, I don't wanna let you fall again. I'm reaching out my hand, well, you're not taking it, my friend. And I've seen this too many times before. You're closing off your door, you won't let anybody in.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Sound beautiful. I can't even have the last way to speak. The way it's beautiful. Wonderful. Mackie, we're going to the end of our session. We're very pleased and we love you the way you made your way today at the Afric-Aye so that we can have the beat of you.
Yeah, well, thanks very much for having me. Thanks.
Truly, yes. Now we're going to want you to play us a last piece, which is a tranquil music, which is an acoustic and instrumental, should be more portrayed with a lot of beautiful keys. And we'd love to have you more, man.
Yeah.
Because it looks like you're coming with something very fresh, beautiful, things that are not there. You know what I mean?
Oh, good.
Because we've been doing it, they've been doing it, but this one, Mackie, is unique, guys. Radio Afric-Aye, we're having a genius in the house. So please, he's ready for us, and I think we are ready too for him. Please, Mackie, if we can say together, Radio Afric-Aye. This pass is for all the VIPs that comes in the house. So I would say Radio Afric-Aye. Your part is Afric-Aye.
Okay.
So we're having Mackie at the Radio Afric-Aye. Yes, beautiful. We're having a very good time here. People of good faith, Mackie is a genius. I call him a genius because I have witnessed him myself playing his guitar there, singing. It's just beautiful. But we can't wait for him to come fully to the market. So you have promised us that next year, hopefully by the beginning of the year, he'll be putting everything in place for us. So the plate is ready. Mackie in the house. Instrumental, please. Singer-songwriter, music composer, arranger, and a guitar player. Keep your eyes on the prize. Mackie's in the house. He promised us by next year he'll be on the shelves. So keep tuned. You're listening to Radio Afric-Aye. We've been having Mackie in the studio. Thank you very much for coming, Mackie.
Thank you.
And we love your music. We'll have to have more anyway.
Definitely.
It was beautiful. So we had Let You Fall, Adventure to Unknown, Fly, Fairy Tale, and an instrumental from The Gentleman. Let us give big applause to Mackie.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming, and we'll not stop there. We'll be looking for you.
No stopping.
We'll be looking for you. So have a good journey back to Whitby.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming.
Cheers.
You've been listening to Radio Afric-Aye. It's about promoting, educating, entertaining, and all about celebrating cultures. We're here for crossing cultures.